Tracer. You can run Diamond like a Sombra Tracer to Sombra Genji, either one of those combinations.
See what 7 has to brave, getting through Junkrat and Orisa, but so far so good. It's a trade. They actually take down Mangachu, and you'd be happy with that if it wasn't just brought back to life immediately by Bunny. And now Canada start to really exert some force over on the point. Minimi and Eclipse falling so quickly in concert meant that Mr. Dragonlol had no real defense or healing available to him. And a very quick fight as Canada switch into gear. And I think that was because he was extended quite deeply. So Canada have to be feeling confident. You know, their DPS players feeling like there's not a lot of pressure on them, except for perhaps now. Again, Mangachu's the first pick of this fight. But immediately, Bunny, same as the earlier fight, brings him back to life. Shawful has a safe position here. Hero just walks straight into that shot. And now, again, another day at the shooting range, perhaps from Mr. Roberts. Sensotix has done a lot of work here, getting Note out of his mech. And on the point, what 7 and Sensotix have set up, Shawful eventually is run down. And at 84%, Austria finally ticked back.
You probably could have held 36% on the clock to Austria.
Hero put himself in a position where he could quite easily be spy checked by a lot of the damage that's being thrown. He gets picked up immediately. Eclipse and Minimi, I mean, second and third to fall in that fight. They must keep their supports alive, but Austria not able to protect their backline whilst being unable to pressure Canada's. That's going to be the first round. Pretty comfortable here. And the North, stick to break it. They have the Bionade, they have EMP, they have Mangachu getting 1 hits, but so far not so great for them. Okay, there's Note. Now it's a combat for Austria.
Really nice combo there. The self-destruct gets launched in. The EMP comes through. The Reinhardt obviously not able to protect anybody with that shield.
Man.
You may not have to use any more ult here as Mangachu picks up 3.
Is there a follow-up from Canada? That's a real question. XQC, this time he gets a nano boost and he's getting very aggressive. Definitely helps it. Nano gives you that extra health, and yeah, a Meteor Strike from Mangachu finds its mark this time around. Finding 2 supports in the 1 hit. And Canada will clean up once again. It's going to be 72 to 55. Canada just a bit more durable coming forward. What 7 probably looking for a place to use his Earth Shatter, but very difficult to really connect this one properly. He gets Note. Now he's going to be hacked up though. He's just swinging for the fence, trying to find an answer. But Canada remain in control. Looks like they're going to be able to roll this one out.
Yeah, it was a really nice play from the tanks there on Canada. Note was able to, extend that point, just staying alive there.
Austria do have the supports available to keep him up, and that's going to be a nice little charge on towards Mangachu. Quickly, he's going to use that reactive shield. It won't be enough to keep the hamster man alive. Canada now starting to crumble on this defense, and Austria, superior healing, superior durability, they will take the first point.
You'll have Mangachu go right over to nuke this. XQC will play Reinhardt here. They'll get a Zarya in there as well. They get XQC so much ult charge that he gets himself a Earth Shatter. He uses it, doesn't really get much with it. That'll be a Graviton Surge plus the self-destruct. It'll get 2, that'll get the payload moving here yet again from Austria.
Yeah, one down immediately from Eclipse, but doesn't quite connect. Still, despite the extra healing available to Austria, they crumple once more. Mr. Dragonlord desuited, what 7 down, and now, yeah, it's going to be carnage. They will chase Austria down. And there's a minute 40. 4 people affected by that on the side of Austria, but they still got the sound barrier out, most importantly. A lot of durability to help them through the nasty early stage of this fight, but Mangachu still gets that 1 tap on Eclipse. XQC holding on jealously to that Earth Shatter, waiting for what 7 to drop his guard, or perhaps he won't need it. Not after that Meteor Strike claims Sensotix. Mangachu to clean up. 20 seconds left, man. It's going to be a long run for Austria. Going to be knocked down, but good use of barriers by Sensotix to keep him and a compatriot standing. Eclipse manages to get to the payload, but they spread themselves so much, Matt, that their backliners they've completely exposed. XQC can just take a couple of steps back and now swing for the fence. It's just Sensotix left, and it's going to be all said and done right here outside the Foundry. 1 checkpoint for Austria. And that's all the time they're going to have.
It's interesting, a lot of Canada's damage doesn't even...
Sleep Dart actually used on towards Note, which renders him essentially useless for the next few seconds, and Mangachu is just going to displace the entirety of Austria. Getting up close gives him a lot of extra shield, but still makes it a dangerous scenario going up against the Junkrat. He gets out alive, though, and that's just what Hammond is so good at doing. Once again, straight into the face of Mr. Dragonlol. Not much you can do about that.
Just a lot of disruption, and even when Mangachu goes up, right, and he puts down some damage and he gets low, you have, XQC a Note on the ground, and they just keep like rotating and just swapping places.
Bandwidth is being so heavily taxed, and XQC just drops in. He does get stunned up early, but there's a Primal Rage available for him to stay alive. Crimzo just lasers down both supports, and yeah, Austria are really getting taken to task right now. XQC gets to hold on to that Primal Rage till later in the fight, and now he really doesn't have a care in the world with sound barrier being applied to Canada.
Yeah, they're gonna get a Graviton Surge off here, but that'll be an EMP that follows it up. Surefour just negating any possible follow through there. The mines coming out here from Mangachu, as this should be Canada taking point B and taking map number 2.
Easy enough for the Canadian squad, who gets space. What7 almost gets dropped on, but Sensonics quickly gives him the barrier. Mangachu can't find the finish on him, but now he's just going to keep rolling. And of course, knocking people out of the way. What7's shield gets shattered just before his resolve is also. Agility's on the boop. And that's it. Austria again, another unsuccessful push all over the edge to start. Here comes the power driver in as well. Sensonics uses his personal barrier, but XQC is giving the tanks a tickle from behind. Agility's just on the Lucio, giving boots where required, but What7's looking worse for wear. Agility's is going to be caught up inside the Graviton Surge, as is XQC. And in the mess of it all, Austria will take point A.
And Mangachu probably would have been the one. Everybody funnel into this small area. And,
oh no, the power driver as well, making it impossible for Austria to actually take cover.
So many EMPs.
Crimzo now going to use that EMP. Mangachu going to drop in. He's the one that benefits from this time. Still charged into the wall, but the burst damage from that charge is not quite enough to take him down. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Minimi having fallen yet again early in the fight. Austria definitely need that extra healing, but What7 has been a real bastion of solidarity and strength for this lineup so far, and now a bit of a do-si-do. Austria sets up on the point here. XQC trying to get back in, but he's being caught out. Now the primal rage, the timing would have been good, but on the follow-up with the Graviton Surge, XQC can't escape that one, and it looks like Austria might be off to a good start here.
You have Crimzo getting very close to a nano boost, and you see he's just waiting, lurking for that EMP. It's going to be a 6-man plus a 5-man bionic grenade there from Crimzo.
Now, where's the follow-up, though? They do need some damage to go here. Crimzo trying to chime in with a little bit of his own, but What7, another fire strike to Clayton note. Agility's, I'm pretty sure they're doing it on purpose by this point. Huge meteor strike from Mangachu, though. Both supports down. Disappointment for Austria.
Well, it's definitely the one that takes the most coordination, teamwork. Let's see if they can put it together here against Canada, because Canada's going to know exactly how to react against this.
See, Note knows that, yes, he's not able to find a kill on Steven, but he forces him to use his translocator, which definitely has a lot of value. Keep that Sombra resetting and sort of heading back to her starting point. Surefour couldn't escape there, though. And Austria actually looking much more solid here on this particular defense.
Yeah, they do get a first hold. They end up using a nano boost during it. They will have EMP plus Primal Rage for this next fight. Where you think Canada, you don't really have to use any of these ultimates.
It won't be long until he's into the fight. There's the EMP. Mangachu swings straight on him, denying this entire room away. The mines actually claim Sensonics' mech along with Note's self-destruct. And now Mangachu knows that it's going to be tough to approach him from behind because that room is full of explosives. Coming in from the top is an option. We can see Minimi there trying to take to the skies, but is still gunned down as he descends. And Eclipse and Minimi both going down. Crimzo really making good use of that biotic grass. Right happens. He does go for the self-destruct. That gives Austria a little bit of breathing room, at least a moment to try and set up, but very quickly they come back in. And they're giving him the clap. XQC is slept on the high ground, but eventually he's just going to wake up. He's going to be extra mad. Mangachu doesn't have to do a whole lot here. You could call it autopilot. And Canada will take away map 3 of Volskaya. Going the way of the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, clips of the view.
The build of the game, you drop a little bit slower than you do on live. That's going to be the nano boost used on towards XQC now. And look, he's just going to charge up a primal rage. So this guy's not going to die at all. He's the dragon all over the edge. And that's it. Austria have to pull the plug.
Yeah, they use the EMP there as well. Combo with that self-destruct.
XQC hasn't had to use the primal rage he charged up last nano boost. What7, that's a risky charge, but he hits the corner, hoping Mangachu is playing a little bit further forward. Crimzo is down though, Matt. They've lost the Ana, although the nano boost was to use on towards Mangachu, who got hacked up straight away. And Doomfist can't do a heck of a lot when he's had to either just wave goodbye to the first point.
Yeah, it's the same thing we talk about when Doomfist goes in and just blows all of his cooldowns and can't get out. It's the same type of effect when that nano boost comes down. As do connect with Surefour there with
cash money. He's going to primal rage everyone off this bridge if he possibly can. It's going to be the hack, so he doesn't have a chance to use that. XQC now realizing it may have been off a little bit more than he could chew. But Mangachu found Sensonics early in the fight. It's a 5v4 now. It's equalized. Mangachu finds in another one. It's What7 to go down. Reinhardt having a lot of problems staying alive, and the self-destruct just slotted it into the opening. Eclipse still caught out by that one. He probably wasn't expecting to have gone down to that.
The thing is Crimzo can just keep these players healed from so far away. Surefour does almost, because there's going to be Steven's EMP. Surefour is going to use his, so no follow-up. And then it's going to be a self-destruct that comes from behind there from Canada. Really nice play there. Note connects with 2. Mangachu finds 1 as well, and that's it.
That's incredible. No, what a recovery there. 4 players on the side of Canada were hacked by the EMP. They're just going to push that out. Well, Mini-Me is quite low. We got hacked up, and he's going to be the drop in now. Geronimo, ladies and gentlemen, it's Eclipse knocked up against the wall to start things off. And yeah, it's brutal, it's savage, and Austria got wrecked. However, given where they spawn, there is definitely an opportunity for them to come back and defend. Shawfar as well got knocked off. XQC gets on with him. Oh no! I can get it! I killed his game! This is not how it was supposed to go! This wasn't in the script! Okay, they're just giving him kills now! Okay, Agilities!
You know what my favorite part about that is? Is that after he gets...
Recovering from the insanity beforehand. Okay, EMP now being used. Graviton Surge. Yeah, that's going to be a very quick fight here, and that turret is just blinking away.
Pirate Ship 2.0, here we go. Gotta get set up.
Yeah, you got to get that turret there. I mean, he'd love a molten core before this game's over. I know what he's trying to do, by the way. I know exactly what he's trying to achieve in this map. He's trying to get, he's trying to get nano boosted and hammer people away. Doesn't get it this time, though. He probably wanted a molten core before he got the nano boost. There might not be enough time. He'll still try and do it. But I don't know, you have to ask Brett, how easy is it to get those hammer kills without nano boost in molten core?
You need the molten core plus the graviton surge. The graviton surge comes down. That'll be a solo graviton surge and EMP
there it is
on the Mini-Me, and that'll be it. Canada will take the series in a clean sweep.
Now, Matthew, we cast a fair bit of Overwatch, and we always do our very best to look for the academic side of the way the teams approach things.